So I filmed a lot and I didn't realize the camera cut off, so that's really fun. So now this is just a pencil case tour, and we'll get into my bullet journal setup next week. But anyways, let's just jump right in. I had said all this stuff about like my new setup and everything. You can see my face, which is different, as well as my hands and what's on my table, which is really different. And hopefully the sound's okay. I don't know what's happening with sound. We'll see. Whatever happens. But I gotta re-record a lot. But anyways, I got this new pencil case on Amazon. We had gone through like my whole bullet journal. It was so nice. But I got this new pencil case on Amazon. It was like $7. If I remember, I will link it below. But I thought it might be nice to just go through it. It's already unzipped because I already filmed this. But we'll just look in the front pockets real quick. I have a bunch of index cards that I cut down to fit into this pocket. I like having index cards handy for, like sometimes teachers will want you to write something down and hand it in as like an exit card or an exit ticket or something. So instead of using like a big piece of paper, you can use one of those, or they're good for covering things up in bullet journals, or like adding things into spreads that you need a little bit more room on. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to have some, and I cut them down. They were 3x5 and I cut them down to fit in this pocket. I just cut them lengthwise because they were just a little bit too long. And then in this pocket, this is just one pack of them. But I have a bunch of packs of sticky notes in a couple different colors. Yeah, there's blue and there's green down in there. They're a little hard to get out. But I have those in there because they're nice for class. There's a class that we have that we use them often in, actually. And then they're nice for like use on handouts when we're annotating stuff. In class, it's nice to have a set of sticky notes to help with that. Anyways, into the pencil case. The first thing that I have in here are the set of 15 mild liners. I got this set on Amazon. They came in like a hard plastic case, kind of like the flip over one that the Stettler fine liners come in, like the ones that turn into like a holder. They came in one of those, and I decided that I didn't like that, so I threw it away and put them all in this pencil case instead. I definitely like having all of the colors at once. Like 15 is a manageable number. Like I can't have 108 Tombos somewhere with me at all times. But like 15 is a manageable number, so it's a nice way to add color. And it's nice to have a set of like highlighters for school and all that kind of stuff. And then back behind this side, we have a T ruler, and then I can pull them out. I'll be nice. These little circle stickers that I have like tons of. I have them in 3 colors, pink, green, and silver. They're just nice to add like pops of colors to bullet journaling, mostly is what I'll use them in. My ruler decided that it wanted to say bye-bye. But it's just a little triangle ruler that came in a set that I've had like for 1,000 years probably. But yeah, just a nice little straight edge in there. But yeah, just kind of basic things that kind of needed a place to go. But yeah, things that I wanted to keep with me, but there's not really room for them anywhere else. And then the last thing in this first half, I have this mechanical pencil. It was one of the pricier mechanical pencils. It's nice and heavy, feels good in the hand. I think it rotates, but I'm not entirely sure that it actually does anything. And by rotate, I mean that the lead inside is supposed to rotate as you write. And I can kind of feel that it feels different than a normal mechanical pencil, but I'm like a little bit skeptical of that claim. But yeah, it's supposed to rotate so that the mechanical pencil lead doesn't like wear down on one side and start to get fat on that one side. But it's a 0.5 millimeter mechanical pencil, and it has Pentel HB lead in it, which is the lead that I like to sketch in. So that was kind of one of my priorities with picking that. But it's also nice and light so that I can sketch in my bullet journal and plan out spreads using it. And then onto the other side, There are 3 pockets on this side, and then there's like a pockety meshy pouch in here. These are just Apple wired headphones in case my AirPods die and I need headphones for something, because I always listen to music everywhere that I go. I have 2 of those Pentel LEDs. The pack, I got the LED separately than the pencil, first of all. But the pack of LEDs were like, I want to say like $8 or $10 or something super cheap for the set of 6. And they are the Pentel 0.5mm super high polymer HB LED. The LEDs are 60 milliliters long, and it comes with 30 of them in here, which is super nice. So lots of LEDs and stuff. And I just have the other 4 packs of them stored somewhere else. And then I just have my Factus Extra Soft Eraser, because these mechanical pencils and more expensive mechanical pencils I found have like erasers that you erase down, but you can buy like new ones. And buying eraser refills seems kind of annoying to me. So even like I'll use that eraser, I'll use it sometimes when I'm bullet journaling, like I use it very sparingly. But when it runs out, I want to make sure that I have an eraser, and kneaded erasers are a little bit too messy to keep in a pencil case because mine are super duper soft. But I talked about all 3 of these things. And then in this pocket, we have one of my many. This is a card that's taped with packing tape, and it's in there because I use cards like this to keep from bleeding on other pages. So if I was using alcohol markers in my sketchbook, I would stick this behind the page that I'm working on, so that the markers didn't bleed to the next page. When you get Ohuhu markers, they come with like a plasticky kind of sheet, but it's like too big to put anywhere. So I like having this little one that's just in my pencil case and nice back there. And then I have a few different kinds of pens. I have my one Pilot G2.7, which is my main writer whenever I need to write things, which is pretty rare because I use an iPad for school, but whatever. And then I have some of my Papermate Inkjoys in here. That's not a Papermate Inkjoy. I have a few of the colors in here. The colors that I use the most, I guess I would say, are these ones. There are probably 7 or 8 more in a jar on my other desk. But these are the ones that I wanted to put aside and use my bullet journal because they kind of go with the mild liners I have and the Tombos that I keep in my backpack. So I kind of wanted to have a somewhat cohesive, able to match color scheme type thing. And then, last but not least, I have the Stellar pigment liners. They came in a set of 1, 2, 3, 8. They came in a set of 8, and they come in a lot of different tip sizes, and there's a chisel tip. There's no brush tip, but I wouldn't have used the brush tip anyway, so it's not like it really matters. I use these for lining in my bullet journal all the time. I pretty much never use the 005. I pretty rarely use the 001. I love using a 0.3 for writing in my bullet journal. It's what I use the most for writing out words and stuff. And then for like lining boxes and stuff, I'll use like the bigger ones. And I use the chisel most for like coloring in spaces, just because I don't really have a need for a chisel nib. Fine liner, ink, pigment based marker. I'm not speaking correct English, it's great. So all of those sit in here, and then the last thing that I didn't have in there because I pulled it out when I was filming the bullet journal half of this video is this is whiteout tape. I found out that Amazon Basics has one, and it's like a set of 20 or something, and it wasn't that expensive, so I was like, sure, why don't I buy them? They're super cheap. I kind of hate that I'm wasting the plastic. Like with my Tombow, the glue ones, you are like just replacing the barrels on the inside, so like you keep the main part of it, you just throw away half of it. But with these, they aren't like refillable or anything, but they've lasted a really long time. I haven't opened up a new one in a really long time, and I just have them like all over the place. Like I'm sure there's one like loose in my backpack. There's at least one over on my other desk. There's one that lives on this desk. There are a couple that live in my cart. Like they were kind of all over the place. So it was nice to have some super cheap ones. And then shove this guy in here because, yeah. In my chemistry class, we're supposed to write in pen, but there's no way to erase pen. So I like having them on hand, especially in that class or in my math class for tests. I'll write in pen. So instead of scratching stuff out, you can wipe them out instead. But yeah, that's my super exciting pen case. I'm sorry if I sound rushed. It's because I literally filmed this already. But yeah, if I will remember to link this below. But yeah, it's just like a super cheap little pen case. Like, it's little. It fits really nicely in a backpack. I like that there are front pockets. I don't really know what else you'd use them for besides like sticky notes and index cards or like a really, really small notebook. I think in the listing they had like a super small notebook listed on there. But yeah, it's nice to have like all the different compartments and straps for things and stuff. But anyways, I hate this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.